This method requires no website, no upfront investment, and you only have to follow along with a few simple steps. Before we get started, the first thing you need to be doing is signing up to a couple different websites. The first one here is called legit.com. Just go to the top right hand corner and then make a login for this. The second one you need is called SEO Clerks. So same again, so go up to the top right hand corner and sign up. Once you've then completed both the registrations for those, we can then start making money with this method. The keyword for what we're going to be doing today is social signals. This is only going to be my example that I'm going to be using, but for this strategy, there are multiple different ways you can do it, and I'll show you the other ways at the end. If we search for social signals in SEO Clerks, it will come up with extremely cheap services for these signals. These can then be used not for us, but for a customer that we're going to be getting later on. If you wait and find out, I'll show you how simple it is to get these customers and actually make $100 a day. Just so you can see, here are hundreds of different ones you can buy for very cheap. Some may be good quality, but also some can be bad. You have to do some research on the right ones. This one, for example, will do 300 signals for $5. Now, what we're then going to be doing is buying these services. However, they won't be for ourselves, nor will we be buying it without receiving money first, which is why this strategy is so good. So this is the one that we're going to be using, but before you buy that, let me show you how we're going to make money first before we do that. So head to the second website, legit.com. So once we're on the website, we want to come over to the subheading at the top and then go through to social media management. Here you'll then find people selling services to grow social media accounts. Not all will be using this method that I'm going to be showing you, but some of them, like this one here, are doing exactly that, and then they're going to be taking profit from the sale. So once you've signed up to legit.com, you need to create your service, then the website will do all the promotion for you. You just have to wait for the sales. As you can see, the more reviews you get, the higher up the search will be, which will then in turn mean more chances of sales, and then also this will give you more social proof for your service. It will then be like a snowball effect, and you'll constantly keep making more and more money. So how it works in your end, when you create this service like this, someone will then see that and then want to have social signals to their URL or social media account. They'll then purchase one of the packages on the right here. You can have basic, standard or premium depending on the price and also how many signals they're going to be getting. To say this is then for $15, you'll then go back over to SEO Clerks, buy the service for only $5. Once someone then buys from here and you get the sale, you then take that money back over to SEO Clerks, use that money to pay for the $5 service here, and then you're going to get a $10 profit. Obviously, there'll also be charges from the websites as well, but you'll have to take that into account when making these services, so just be careful. Sometimes they're only $2 or so. This here is a very basic level of drop servicing. Also very useful for beginners as they don't necessarily have to do all the work. You're acting more like a middleman for the two people. Now, like I said at the beginning, this isn't the only way you can make money with this method. Say you don't like social media and you don't want anything to do with having to promote people's social media, then the great thing about this method is you can create services on almost anything. So if we head back up to the top of SEO Clerks, like I said, this method is then going to be working for almost anything online, as long as they both have the same category for each of the websites. As long as you check SEO Clerks and also then legit.com, as long as they have the same categories, you'll then be able to do this method. So for example, on SEO Clerk, they have content writing, and then we can have articles written for us. As you can see, people are then promoting their blog services or just normal word services. People are going to be writing articles for you for, again, very cheap. All you then have to do is go back to legit.com and then either search article writing or search it through the categories underneath. So under writing, they'll probably be there. So let's find an example quickly. This one here over on SEO Clerk will do 500 words for $5. Back on legit.com, this is just the first level, and this one here will then do 500 words. They're selling it for $15. So same again, you're making $10 profit, obviously not including the charges from the websites. Now, I hope you understand how this all works. All we then would need to do to complete the method is create these images that you can see on legit.com. The better these images are, the more likely you're going to get sales, especially when you start out with no reviews. You'll want these to be really enticing to get people to buy your service. The best place to do that would be over on Canva. This is a completely free image editing and creation software that can easily do this type of editing. All you need to do is find the right size for your image and then go to the top right here, and then you can choose a custom size that will then perfectly fit for what you're trying to do on legit.com. Once you've then chosen the right size and you've gone through into the editing part, on the left here they have thousands of different templates you can choose from, so you can easily make something even if you're not that creative. Once you've then done this, create your service on Legit and start bringing in your $100 each day. If you've enjoyed this video, then please drop a like and subscribe for more future money making methods.